Hi everyone, it's Janette, Crafty Dawk, here with a video, some more fast ephemera. I watched Rachel this morning and I couldn't resist but go and buy her kit. Now, I'll start this way. These are all printed full page. This is English Garden, kit 1. Look at those. They have on photo matte paper and they have come up so vibrant. They are absolutely beautiful. I said I wasn't buying any more this month, but I weakened. Look at those birds. You've probably all seen these on Rachel's website, YouTube channel, when she used them and introduced them. Look at those, stunning. Absolutely. Then I decided to do them 2 to a page. So that my part 1 there is at the top here. So I've got this a bit smaller. I'll leave it that way. And then, oh, that's another one that I've full paged. Is that the same as back here? Did I do 2 of those? Oh no, that's right. And then I did the actual full page, 4 to a page, and then 2 to a page, and then 2 to a page again. So we're just going to play with this and see what I can make in the time allotted. I've got one little puppy who had her little girl up today, so I don't want to be out here too long. She's just come home and I just want to go in and be with her. A bit sooky, hey? Right, now I've got that in. What I've got is some of my cardstock. This is where I keep all my bits of cardstock that I've cut up for the girls to use. So we'll use some of that. I've also got the packets of, these are little packets of, and that might be a bit too shiny, I'll take that one out, that I, little bit of paper that I actually fold in half, well, that way I usually do it, and pop it in the middle of the card so you've got something to write on different cards. So I've got some of those there that we might pop on the back of cards perhaps to make them a little bit special. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is this, very simple. I've got my afternoon tea here too. Look at that, naughty girl. A cup of tea and a bon. Okay, so we'll cut that up. I'm trying without the 2 lights on today, and to see if it makes that flickering stop. So we'll see how we go. Susanna was telling me that it didn't really flicker when I rewatched it, but obviously it has been. So I'll try it with not as bright and see what happens. Something to do with the Samsungs, I suppose. As always, they've all got their little faults, haven't they? So with these pieces, really, we don't need to do anything to them. They can go onto, just onto cardstock or book page or tea-dyed paper. They could even just stay on the white because this is fairly, I think it's 120 GSM, so it is a little bit flimsy, I suppose. I should have done this before. So there we have those. Let me just see where I've got my, it just seems so dark at the moment in here, but we'll see. Bring that over a little bit. Okay, so we've got those 4, and all I'm going to do, that was so simple, I just printed the full page at 4 to a page, and there we've got our beautiful tags. Now you don't have to do anything else to those. They're all done. How easy was that? You can, now is this going to be, I just saw the orange in here. Yep, we could do that. So you could just use your cardstock. I had my sticky bun on there. I should have eaten it before I came in, but I wanted to get this done. I'm also knitting a jumper for my little granddaughter, and it's white. Who in their right mind would get a white jumper for a tomboy? But she's a real white pink little girl. She loves, you know, pretty things. So I want to get in and finish that, because I'm going to embroider on it. And you sort of follow the shape of the knitting. And I've got this beautiful koala. She's called Katie Koala, and I did it for Joanne when she was a little girl. And I thought I'll do it for Mara as well. She's carrying a little, I think it's a little basket of something. So I want to get in and get the jumper knitted so that I can do the embroidery on it. So there is the journaling card on cardstock, and doesn't that finish it off? And you can write on the back of that. So that's cardstock. Then you can use your tea-dyed paper, your book page, whatever takes your fancy. What else have I got here that we could put on the back of that? That green would be nice, wouldn't it? On that one. What do we want? Bring out the bit of green. I like that. And then, like I said, I'd probably just stitch around them. You could just put a little bit of lace or something at the top. And then it's finished. So I'll just do the 2 of those. And that's using up some of my cardstock as well. So there we go there. So that's just using the full pages at 1/4 the size. Okay. The next one I thought I might like to try is with this one. At half page. Just trim this one down. And I'm sorry if I'm inventing the wheel. And there's a lot of you that probably have done this or know all about it. But there's also some people that have just started out and are wanting to know how to do little bits and pieces. So there we go. Oops. Okay, so we've got that part. And then I want to just fold it in half. And we've got ourselves a little, like a little booklet, I guess. That obviously didn't cut very well for some reason. There we go. And isn't that a sweet little booklet? It's done across the top too. I mustn't have been watching very well. a bit of tea stain paper on the inside. Should have done this before I folded it, but that's all right. I did buy another couple of chapter 1 kits too. There's her seed pocket 1 and 2, and a garden, something magic garden or magical garden. Or, so I'm going to be doing some things with those as well. Okay, so we'll just pop that down there. I could just use my ruler and tear it too, I suppose. So I would just zip around this, and you've got a folded journaling card. You could also bunch up some papers, and you know, just 4 or 5 papers, and make it into a booklet, stitch them down the spine. So you, on its own, you've got a beautiful little journaling card, stitch around it, and you're away. Gather up some papers. I don't think I've got I don't think I've got any papers. Oh my gosh, what a silly question, silly thing to say, Janette. What can I do? Oh, we'll just do this one to start with, hey? Because I want to, like I said, I don't want to have you hanging around for too long. I don't want that. Oh, so that will fold like that. And so then you just put your piece of paper in there. You can also fold that one over as a little pocket. I just want to get it the same size. Like that. Okay, so you can stitch or glue that, stitch it down, and you've got, so imagine just doing 2 or 3 of those, and then you can have little flips on either side. You can have a full page that flips out, and here I am saying I'm not going to do it, but look, I can't not. Because it doesn't take long. It does not take long. So just level it up like that. And then I'll just get another one here. And these can be turned into little bits in for another journal. Okay, so we've got that, and I did it there. Folded those over like that, and what I'll do is alternate. So you've got your little tucks on each side, like so. Still got bits from yesterday. I should have cleaned up a bit better. like that. Just pop your little pieces down the centre like that. And then just stitch. Oops. And there you have your little booklet. Now if you wanted to, you could also, I've shown you how to do this many a time, pop your little piece of material along the back, do it this way. Tim Holtz scissors don't like cutting material for me. I don't know what I've done to them. Okay, so then you can just lie that down there. And you've got your spine covered up. You could also put lace down there, which would look really nice too. Have I got some lace floating around? Have I got lace? She says, where are we? I put the lace in the drawer next to me, and now I put everything else on top of it, so I can't find it. I've got some. This is probably too big, but well, that one might not be. So that would look nice down that side, and then just have the plain at the back. I quite like that. And if I'd thought about it, I could have stitched that on as well, which would have been nice. Oops. So just down that side, and I'm just going to put this little piece, yep, like that. And there we've got our little booklet finished. How cool is that? You could put a little label on it if you wanted to, but there's no reason why. And you could also put some ribbon, lay it across the spine before you put your lace on, and then you can tie it up. But, you know, there's a nice little booklet. So that's number 2 project. Let's do one more. So what was I going to do here? Let me see. I've got this really nice card. I don't know if you can see the embossing on that. It's a oh, is it Crafter's Companion or something like that? And it's one of those embossing folders that does the 3D effect. So how cool is that? I don't know if I like it that way. I don't mind them both ways. Okay, anyway, what I'm going to do is cut that in half. So this is using up bits of cardstock as well. It's using up all sorts really, isn't it? And I think I will punch the corners on that. Oops, no, that's the notch. I don't want the notch, I want the corner. I think I've said it in a few other videos, I want to start using some of the stuff that I've got, the punches, the embossing folders, the die cuts, the... Oh God, you've got no idea. One day I'll show you. Okay, now, I was looking at that little flower there, but whether it's too... Might be too... No, shouldn't be too small, should it? Just to use it as a focal point. To sit on there. I think that's gorgeous. And a piece of my curtaining. Just a little bit to pop out around the edges. Like so. Just like that. I'll just stitch that on very quickly. I hope this machine doesn't give out. Is it terrible to say that's an excuse for another one? But I would want another one that I can do my sewing projects on. I've got to do a few things for the Kiddlywinks this year. So then we've got that, and I think there's a butterfly there that, well, that one will go nicely. So I might just cut it so I can still use the rest of it. Rachel is so much more quicker than me doing all this. I fluff about a bit too much, I think. I don't know. I just know too that my camera will cut out at 33, so I'm very conscious of that. Yep. And you know, I'm not inking today, which is something I don't normally. I'm normally an inker, but today I just, because I'm using Rachel's kits, I suppose that's why I'm doing the no like that. And then we'll do some paper on the back. Oh, I used it all, didn't I? What else have we got here? Oh, that would be nice. I probably should have, having thought about it now, used a bit of cardstock on the back of this one, because it's got that rough effect on the back. but it might be alright. I'll just see how it goes. There we go. And I think that is a nice little journaling card too. So that's just using a piece that I'd actually practiced using that the die on, and then because this paper's got a core to it, this cardstock I mean, I put my nail file, well, actually I'll probably use my Tim Holtz sander, but you know, nail file sander, and just roughed up the surface. Oops. So it just gave that little white, whoops, sorry, I'm hopping around there. So it just gives that little bit of white texture around there. So that's a sweet little card too. Okay, so that's, I think that's it for today. So a few little things, but I think they are a bit cute, and that's using Rachel's kit. I'm going to go in and have my cuppa and my sticky bun with my little lily, and do a little bit of knitting, and then I'm going to probably pop out here again and continue with a few other little bits. So that was what we had, the before and after, and here we have the very plain, but you know, you don't always have to go over the top. These would look beautiful in a little pocket, and these themselves would make a beautiful pocket on a plain page. I haven't got my... Where is it? I just had a journal all cut out with all the pieces in it, and I've dropped them all over the floor. So this would look beautiful there as a pocket, and then just something very plain, even like that, as a journaling card in it. How nice does that look? So you don't always have to do frilly fluffy and, you know, go to a lot of trouble making your ephemera. You just can use some beautiful digi kits, you can use some beautiful book pages, scrapbook paper, that will all look absolutely fantastic in the finished project. So there we go, and I think I left that other one in the book because that's probably where it's going to end up being. So how cool are they? Hope you enjoyed this little video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.